Good afternoon, students. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about geometric angles. Geometric angles are, we're going to do just the basic angles. So today I just wanted to introduce it to you so that when we come in tomorrow to class, we're ready to do examples and samples of the different types of geometric angles. Now, first, let's look at a couple of the important things. These lines that you see here, these are the lines that we're going to be addressing when talking about angles. There are different types of angles. If you have two lines that do not intersect and they don't cross each other's path, those are parallel lines. And then we also have angles that do cross each other's. And the point that does cross would be right here. And this is called the intersection point. And all our angles that we're going to be learning about tomorrow will be based on how big or small that intersection point is. So for example, the types of angles, we have acute angles, right angles, and obtuse angles. We're just going to focus on these three for now, and then tomorrow we'll proceed on to different angles and the different degrees. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go right into the middle right here. So when you see a square between the two angles, that is a right angle, and that means it's exactly half of a straight line. So if you're talking about angles, we're thinking about circles. Half a circle is 180 degrees, and half of that half would be a right angle, which is 90 degrees. Hence, 90 degrees plus 90 degrees would make 180. So any angle that it has a box right in the middle, right by the intersection points, then that tells you that it's a right angle, and it will always measure up to 90 degrees. Now, we have an angle that is smaller than a right angle. We're going to come and look at this one right here. Then that would be any degrees that is less than 90 degrees. So for example, we're doing degrees from this point to that point. If it's less than this, so it's anywhere over here, that is an acute angle. Then we have an obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is greater than a right angle. So therefore, it would be on the other end of the square. An example would be this one right here. This is an obtuse angle because it is more than a right angle. I just want you guys to practice a little bit so that tomorrow when you come in, you'll be ready. So I want you to sitting right where you are, put your hands out. So I want you to put your hand one out to the clock. I want your hand pointing towards the 3 and your other hand across from you pointing at the 9. That is a straight line. So if you were to bring your left hand up to the 12, so your left hand's pointing straight up and your right hand is pointing towards the 3, that is giving you a right angle. If you were to put that 12 o'clock hand, which is your left, down to the 2, and you keep your other one to the 3, that is giving you an acute angle. Now let's go to the obtuse. Now remember, bring your hand back up to the 12, pass the 12 over to the 10. That is an obtuse angle because it is more than a right angle, which would mean that your hands were pointing towards the 3 and the 12. So go ahead and start practicing these, and if you have any questions, we'll discuss them tomorrow. Thank you very much.